Hi everybody, welcome back to another mod spotlight with me, Sid, and today we're looking at another decorative mod, which is by Mangoose. Yes, he's a man who is a goose. No, I honestly have no idea on the origin of that particular screen name, and this is the Rustic mod. It's a decorative mod. It borrows ideas from other mods that are deceased. Well, I assume they look very similar, shall we say. So let's crack on, shall we? So the very first thing we're going to find in the Rustic mod is, by the way, most of the set is built with this as well, so you will see this. In the world, you're going to find this stuff. This is slate. Now, slate comes in a block, and if you craft it on its own, it will become a slate tile. Like that. Now you can then take 4 slate tiles to make slate bricks, which can also come in stair and slab variants. Usual recipes apply for those. You can craft 4 slate bricks to get chiseled slate. You can also take 4 normal slate like this, and it will give you 4 slate roof tiles, which are a bit like slate bricky texture, and again they come in slab and stair variation. And finally, you can take 6 slate tiles and get 6 slate pillars. These things. That pillar recipe also applies to stone, andesite, diorite, and granite. Just use the relevant stone to do that. So, straight off the bat, got blocks. Now over here we've got 4 planks and clay. Gives you clay wall, this stuff. So this is your Tudor style wattle and daub clay build. You get a couple of variations on that. You can combine that with 4 more logs to get a crossed clay wall, and you can get a diagonal one like that. This diagonal can be a little bit tricky to play, so you will have to play around with that. You will find that you have to kind of place it from angles and in certain direction facing, but that gives you your cross braces that we're familiar with on the Tudor builds. And finally, on the block side of things, we've got this dyed wood. Any wood with any dye will give you wood in all 16 colours. I particularly like the black, dark grey and grey ones. I think those are really nice neutral ones for build. The white potentially for a whitewashed barn or something as well. The other one's a little bit eye searing, but that's normal. Okay, moving on to storage. So clay, 6 clay in this formation will give you 6 clay pots. Now the clay pots themselves alter their texture as you put them, very much like paintings. There's a selection of those. Oops, let me put that back. There's a selection of those going on, and you go in there and it's basically a chest. So yeah, all very nice. And over here, if we take 6 planks and some half slabs, you'll get a barrel, which is also a chest. It's just basically chest by another shape, but very nice all the same. Planks and sticks will give you a table. You got an oak table, got obviously all the wood variations of table, and these are aware of their thing, so they multi-block up as well. And finally, over there, you take the oak planks and sticks, and you will get chairs. Chairs can be sat in, and again, all stone variations apply. Now, a bit more world generation. In the world, you're going to find these things. Beehives. When you harvest these, you're going to get a bee and some honeycomb. Both of these have a use in the real world. So let's go over here. We're going to take some logs and some planks, and we're going to make an apiary. Now, I have minor concerns with the fact that we have yet another source of bees and another type of apiary, because we've got Pam's apiary with the bees and the beehives. We've got obviously forestry bees and beehives. We have another one. It would be really nice if we could just get like a bee API which allowed people to hook into and use everybody's apiaries and hives. Yeah, Having said that, that's quite a nice decorative one. Anyway, so you place this down, you put your bees in, and they basically breed and create honeycomb. They also speed up nearby crop growth. I did a bit of a test. It appears to be within about 4 blocks of the apiary, so probably about the same height as the range as the hydration range of water. It's not huge. Don't expect stupid fast growth. This is going to help, not, change your farming habits for life. But it's welcome. You could actually stick that over the water source in the middle and you'd be happy then. And obviously you've got plenty of honeycomb, which you are going to use over here. If you cook honeycomb in a furnace, you will get beeswax. If you cook zombie flesh in a furnace, you will get tallow. Both of these are used to make candles. These candles got a floor model and a wall model. Very nice model. Looks very, nice and simple. Move over here, we get 3 iron together will give us a chain. Iron chain, get 12 per craft, and you can climb chains, so that's an alternative for a ladder as well. But the other use for chain is in here, where you're going to use iron chain and iron to make chandelier rings. Chandelier rings can have, out of this mod, the torches put on it, the candles put on it. You can also take normal vanilla torches. Not 100% certain, probably worth testing with other light sources as well, but it's a possibility. It may work, may not. But yeah, and obviously you can stick 4, 1 on each side. So yep, that's your ceiling. Personally, I tend to find when they're right up to the ceiling like this, that the torch tends to, as you can see, the flame is going into the ceiling. So it may be that you want to dangle it by a chain first and drop it down on a 4-high ceiling. Just personal thoughts there. 2 iron and a coal will give you an iron lantern. Looks very railcraft to me, this particular lantern. I don't know whether the model is borrowed from that, but it will go for a wall variation, floor and ceiling variation. And finally, 5 iron will give you 16 iron lattice, which you can also right click with leaves to place leaves on it. I suspect that, I've just realised my auto jump was on, that this is inspired by the Plant Mega Pack Plant Garden mod that has been discontinued, because it's very similar. And put it all together, well, it doesn't take a genius to work out that you can get your apiaries out there. Obviously you could have one of these if you sell. I don't know whether you can actually touch them, so don't quote me on that. I didn't test that one. But you can obviously come in, you can have your slate roof up on the top there. You can come in, you've got your living room, you've got your storage, you've got phasers, you've got lighting, dyed floor, and yeah, that's it. I'm sure you'll agree, it's another useful mod, another set of options for decoration. And as usual, all the details will be down there in the description. But there we have it. Rustic mod by Mangoose. I like it. I think this will find its way into some of my building packs. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.